Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You see the man on your screen, Justin Fields. The New York Jets day one of OTAs began today. Now, media was not allowed today. They're going to be allowed on Thursday, so we only have limited clips, but we do have enough to show you, so I want to talk about it. But the storylines here from me are going to be Justin Fields and Aaron Glenn. I just heard an insane statistic. There's one player over the age of 31 on the Jets, and there's 3 players over the age of 30. It's just insane how young this team is. Now, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. All right, diehard Green Bay Packers fan. So actually right behind me, you see I have plenty of Rodgers Packers jerseys, but I have a Rodgers Jets jersey right behind me. I was born and raised in Chicago, and in college, Justin Fields was the Bears starting quarterback, so I watched pretty much every Justin Fields game because that was what was on TV. I like Justin Fields. As a diehard Green Bay Packers fan who hated Justin Fields when he was a member of the Chicago Bears, I bought a Steelers Justin Fields jersey because I really thought it was possible. I really did. I really thought it was possible. And he goes 4-2, and then Russell Wilson comes back healthy. So the Jets are an extremely young team. They got their quarterback, and if he's not the quarterback of the future, then it's okay. It's still an extremely young team. They're just trying to build out this roster, fill it from the bottom up. So let's look at some clips. Right, so I said it in the clip just now. Aaron Glenn honestly might be, I'm a little bit biased of a football fan, so that's why Justin Fields is the storyline to me, and he's also the most important positional player on the team. But Aaron Glenn, I love Aaron Glenn. I really do. And I cover the NFL here. The Lions, he was so good with the Detroit Lions. He was so good in the NFL in general. But he's got this kind of like, I hate even using this word out loud, but he just does have this aura about him. The way I would describe Aaron Glenn is a leader of men. But he's more of like a calmer leader of men. Now, he's not screaming in your face. He can scream in your face, and if you piss him off enough, he will scream in your face. But what I like about this and what OTAs are really all about is just, putting in your scheme, getting to know your players. It's voluntary. Like, Justin Fields theoretically doesn't have to be here. These guys don't even have to be here, technically. I believe mandatory minicamp or training camp is like the second week of June, I think, for the Jets. So a couple of weeks away. This is voluntary. So what we're looking for here is Aaron Glenn. I'm looking for energy because I've been covering the Jets all spring and summer because I like so many of these moves. I really liked your right tackle position is set for the next couple of years. I really liked the Mason Taylor pick out of LSU for your tight end. I really loved the Justin Fields move. I like Breece Hall a lot. I don't really know why everyone wants to trade Breece Hall. If you're a Jets fan, let me know down below why you want to trade Breece Hall. I know Braylon Allen is a Wisconsin Badger beast last season at the goal line especially, but like Garrett Wilson, I know the wide receiver room's a little, I wouldn't say concerning because Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, Josh Reynolds, we'll see if they keep Alan Lazard. I did like the pick for Arian Smith. Still got Malachi there. Bring in Tyler Johnson. You're about to get into a Gibson clip here, but the wide receiver room's a little interesting in the sense of I just saw like a rumor saying Amari Cooper, the Jets should pick up Amari. So I am going to keep an eye on the wide receiver room, but I do have a clip, so let's get to that. This is one of the only clips we have of Justin Fields from this, or really honestly any Jets clip. This is obviously Justin Fields throwing the football to Gibson here. I mentioned in the last clip, concern. Look at that throw in motion. It's beautiful. I really think Justin Fields throws a beautiful deep ball. The only concern I would have with this offense isn't anything to do with Justin. It's just the wide receiver room, looking at the depth chart right now, kind of reminds me of his last year with the Chicago Bears, where you have your wide receiver one, Garrett Wilson. They had, of course, why DJ Moore? Okay, that would have pissed me off. The Bears had DJ Moore. Outside of that, Darnell Mooney just had a phenomenal season with Atlanta, but that's not how it was outside of his first season with Chicago. So it's like, I wouldn't say it's a concern because I think Josh Reynolds is an extremely underrated wide receiver, and that's, Aaron Glenn. This is a former Detroit Lion. He had a complicated season last year, so don't really check his stats. But Josh Reynolds is a really, really consistent, reliable wide receiver number 3. But wide receiver 2, I definitely wouldn't be upset if I wake up or I pop open Twitter and see the Jets picked up Amari Cooper. Let me know what you think of that down below, but let's keep it moving. Got to show some love to the offensive line here. A bunch of grown men. You got your tackles of the future. You took your left tackle last season. You took your right tackle this season. The interior, I like it. You even picked up my former center, Josh Myers, for some center competition. But this is going to be hopefully Justin Fields' best friend this upcoming season. So Fields is an interesting guy where I really wouldn't look at statistics. You'll see fumbles. You'll see a good touchdown to interception ratio in the last like 16 games he played. But Fields' first 2 years with the Chicago Bears, it's literally, as a Chicago native, the most dysfunctional sports franchise I've ever seen before I'm even surprised they picked up Caleb Williams, to be honest with you. I'm shocked they picked up Ben Johnson. Now the Bears are kind of figuring it out, but they really were the most dysfunctional franchise. And I know, Jets fans, you guys might have something to say there. No, I'm not throwing any shade, but it's dysfunction, right? And the offensive line and the run game, I want this offense to be complementary next season. When you have a guy like Justin Fields, and you saw it in the first 6 games with the Pittsburgh Steelers last season, a lot of options, a lot of RPOs. You want to keep the defense on their feet. And so hopefully this offensive line can stay healthy and do their job, because if they do, this Jets team is a sleeper team. I'm telling you, man, Justin Fields can play when he has what he needs, and he should have what he needs with the New York Jets. So that's why I mentioned Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. I just saw a tweet saying, like, if you can get a second or third round pick for Breece Hall, like, do it immediately. Like, Breece is going to suck with Justin Fields next season. I don't see that. I'm going to see a lot of Breece Hall. I'm going to see a lot of Braylon Allen. I'm going to see a lot of Justin Fields running the football, and they're going to be a ground and pound team. So I don't really see the skepticism with the running back room, because I think it's all complimentary. But let's end this video here with one final clip. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is a weird kind of layout here. It's more of like a phone type of video here. But this is Justin Fields throwing a deep shot in OTAs in slow-mo. Look at the green on those trees. I like it. This is the thing that Justin Fields has that, like, if you're a Bears fan, you know this. Maybe if you're a Steelers fan, you know this. Especially if you're an OSU guy, you know this. Justin Fields has a sneaky deep ball. Or he's got a cannon on him. So the whole inaccurate, I would say my biggest concern or issue with Justin Fields is ball security. It hasn't really been it wasn't really an issue in Pittsburgh, but that would just be the thing. It's not accuracy. It's not throwing the ball. It's not reading the field. To me, it's just ball security on fumbles. That's really it. And so he really got better in that with Pittsburgh last season. And I am super in on Justin Fields. And like I said, you guys set up his contract where there's an out. If you need an out, there's an out. So, folks, that is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. A little OTA wrap-up. Like I said, media wasn't there today, so I'm sorry. We didn't have too many clips ready for you. Media will be there in 2 days, so stay tuned for a Jets video in 2 days. But thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content, and let me know what player are you keeping an eye on the most for OTAs down below. Peace.